So I'm going to collapse this down. We're now back over in CodePen. So again, I've just pasted all my code directly over into CodePen. This all still works there. And you remember we added this style so that we could start to see where the differences are. We've got our padding. Our padding, you notice now our text is pushed over a little bit more than the text in the bottom. If I remove that, it'll line right back up. But that now all of a sudden they're stacked back together really tight. I've got my font weight bold. Let's say I want my font family to be sans serif. Now you'll notice that that text is going to turn into that kind of Arial sans serif look versus Times New Roman kind of look. And we're only affecting the top text, not the bottom. We're also not affecting this text over here. Now, how would I want to affect all of that text? Let's say I took that style and I grab that style and I put it into the outer TD that holds all of this. Now you notice that I've got these two, because inside of that TD are these table divisions. It affects the inner, but it doesn't affect the right column. We have to yet go one row for one section further out in order for it to affect that. So let's see here. That's my dashed line. Nope, I would have to come in and put it there, and I would have to put it right here. So now I put it in both. Now you notice that the right column and the left column are all the same. Well, back in my conversation about information hierarchy, now everything's the same size. So everything's the exact same level of importance. We don't want that. So I'm going to undo that change. And now we get our small text back here. If I undo the change yet again here, all my text goes back to the same. So this is where we start making that decision. And I'm going to now go back with that still copied. I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to make left column table row 1 to be that bigger text size. I'm going to paste it in here, and then I'm going to make some edits. So now you notice that they're now the same height. This is where we make those changes. I want this one to be, let's say, 1.8. Okay, now we got bigger text there. Maybe I want my line height to be 2.2, and you'll notice they space apart a little bit more. And you know what? I want a third row of text in this. And so I'm going to give myself some space. And you notice I've got now row 2 twice, so I want to change that to row 3. And I'm going to make this smaller text, kind of like those other coupons that we showed a little while ago. And this time I'm going to make the line height 1.6. So go smaller, and let's take the font and make it not bold. All right. So now we see that we've got different styles of text. I could come back in all the way up here to the top, also remove the bold on that, and we now have our different levels of text. Well, what were some of the other things we did to make things seem more important or less important? We used color. So let's take this big text and let's make it color red. And red, remember, is FF with 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Followed by a semicolon. All right. Now our outline and this text is the same color. All right. And I like having this stuff so that we can get a feel for where I want to put things. Okay. If you want to go on ahead and start putting in your text, and let's just say um, smoothie free. Well, we don't want to say free there. We'll say smoothie with meal. Um, or how about this? Um, we go buy any meal. This is part of that marketing thing. Somebody else would normally give you this text, or any meal. Instead of any meal, we'll say something like any premium meal. And then we'll say here, get smoothie 50% off smoothie. So you could play with the messaging all you need. And here, let's just put, let's say something, something else that needs to be said here, like meals, let's say complete meals with include fries, include sandwich, comma, fries, and a 16-ounce drink. So now we see that this is what it includes. As you start to put this text in place, you start to evaluate, is your table structure correct?